After winning a bronze medal at the Fad Diet Olympics, I've noticed that I've gathered quite a bit of experience, and I got a question the other day: what has been the best diet for your skin? I have discovered many a thing on my path to glory. Let's share it. So if you just want the short answer so you can bounce off to McDonald's and ignore my advice, it's the high-fat raw vegan diet. I've never in my life been able to recreate that silky smooth skin. I was just rewatching my Casey and Kent series because I kind of want to start that up again, do a whole season with plot twists, and we'll see what happens if he's even available. He's very busy, Kent. And I just noticed there was one episode to the next where I was just like, wow, my skin got so clear. And I was like, yeah, that's that high-fat diet phase. Oh, damn you. So now, even though my face looks like it was dipped in candle wax right now, it partly was. I've actually just started with Vaseline on my face as an experiment. We'll get to that. The best diet for your skin most likely is the one that eliminates the most amount of sugar, unfortunately. But I have had lots of experience with this grain-based, which is high carb, and my skin was fantastic. But I've noticed a couple things. If I don't have those grains raw, I die inside. It doesn't work anymore at all. So I was having oatmeal, and it's a cruel world, I tell you, because that is a fantastic meal. I've been loving those. Steel cut oats soaked overnight, and then you just add berries, goji berries. I make this little blend of tea, and it's delicious. It's satisfying, it's fun, but I've noticed as I eat that meal, I was getting the odd zit, and I was like, is it the oatmeal? Is that not raw? It's not at all. Oats can't be raw. Like, you can get them, but they don't last very long, so they go rancid easily. That's why most of them are cooked. They're heated to destroy the lipase enzyme that we need it. The raw vegans, we love our enzymes, and they destroy it on purpose. So it's like, oats are not raw, and I was getting the odd zit. I'm like, is it that? So I decided to increase the amount of oats. Instead of having a smoothie one day, oats the next, and alternating, it was a fun alternation. I add oats every day. Oatmeal, I loved that meal. Fantastic. Zits start increasing with regularity, size, and pain. Oats are a bitch, and I have to remove them from my life, unfortunately, and we're back to buckwheat. Yay! Picture this scenario. You walk into a gourmet restaurant, and on the menu they have raw buckwheat with berries. And you say, oh, that's nice. Do you have a sauce? Yeah, we do, actually. Here you go. Here's your sauce. It's just, I made a licorice tea, and we soaked flax seeds in there with protein powder and creatine. You'll like it, I think. There's some goji berries in there. They're not fully soft yet, but if you stir it up, you won't mind. The fact is, I did mind. So I tried to recreate that meal of oatmeal and berries. Like, that was delicious. Replace it with buckwheat that is raw, and it will sprout. Because I bought some oat groats, soaked them, like they were never sprouting. Buckwheat will sprout eventually, so it is raw. It's life-giving. The oatmeal is dead food. It can never sprout a plant and grow into a monkey or whatever they do. So why am I saying all this? I don't know if my current diet is sustainable with this boring buckwheat plan, because quinoa does not digest. Millet is bitter. There is no alternative. It's really just buckwheat. And I don't seem to be able to add much fruit to it, or my skin goes haywire. So fructose is out. Therefore, enjoying the meal is out. And then it's just like, wow, this sucks. So like, of course, I'm debating going right back to that high-fat raw vegan diet. And we'll see which path this show veers off into. But I just like, damn it. I have so much success. I feel energy. I'm eating my buckwheat. It's like, okay, I'm just not enjoying the meal. I could probably flavor it enough with some monk fruit or something. But like, damn, it's annoying. I don't want to veer off. You know me, I switch hard, I take a hard left, and we all suffer. I want to stick here, but who's gonna do it? Who's even doing it now? There's like one guy on YouTube, I seen him doing buckwheat. At least he adds bananas to his smoothie. He probably enjoys them somewhat. But like, if it was oatmeal, everybody could get on board. It's just oats. Everyone loves oats. Unless you grow them yourself, they're not raw. So the best skin I ever had was on the high-fat, raw vegan diet. 1 meal a day, I would make a vegetable juice, wait like an hour, and then make a big salad with a Lou Corona nut yogurts, sun-dried tomatoes, olives, avocado, flax oil in there, just lots of lettuce. Yummy. Like, those were delicious times. Nori, sometimes you take a scoop of the salad, put it in a nori sheet wrap. It writes itself. Fantastic diet, but I was constipated on it, so I needed magnesium to flush the bowels, and then there's a lot of weird things where like I would lose circulation if I had my hands up too high. It's like, blood can't travel that high, there's too much fat in the way. So it's like, there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to go back to that diet, but part of me is just like lured by the potential of looking like a 21-year-old teenage volleyball champion. Now, there is a small chance that it wasn't the oatmeal causing it, or the oatmeal's causing it for different reasons than I thought. It might not be because it's cooked. It might be because it's so high in fat. It's actually quite higher in fat, like 15% versus 4 to 5 on the buckwheat. It could be that. I don't do well with too much fat when I have carbs. It has to be one or the other. Super high fat, no carb, good skin. Super high carb, no fat, decent skin, if it's raw. Don't quote me on that. But there's a lot of moving pieces trying to figure it out, like what's causing this. I was using Egyptian magic on the face, and then I was like, is that clogging my pores? Like, it's olive oil and beeswax, and then like bee products. And olive oil is known to be like comedogenic. That's how you say that. Clogs the pores. Most people don't use olive oil on their face. Like, there's jojoba oil doesn't for some, but it's not like repeatable. So it's like, okay, let me just remove that from the equation, switch to Vaseline. That hasn't seemed to help. I just look like a grease monkey who never washes his face. It's shiny and bright and greasy. It feels greasy. It never absorbs. It's petroleum. Why would it? But like, there's so many beauty channels who are like, Vaseline, that's my secret. Like, you're lying to yourself. It's greasy. You're just a grease bomb. And then there was the fact that I was also taking wormwood, which is just an herb that kills worms and parasites. So maybe that was causing like too much die-off for my body to handle. And then that's why I was breaking out. So I've done a couple things where I've stopped the Egyptian magic, switched to Vaseline, which should not clog my pores, but I look like a candle. And then I stopped taking the wormwood, I already mentioned that. And then we're reducing the amount of oatmeal to get back to the raw buckwheat base that had us with nice skin. And then occasionally I will have the oats and see if I can handle them every 3 days or so, because I have like 9 kilograms. I bought a lot of it. I was sure that they were okay in my body. They clearly aren't. So like, we'll see. And then if that doesn't work, you know we're going right back to high-fat raw vegan, 1 meal a day, super low Corona, huh? But just to sum up some basic tips that might help you, just correlations that I've noticed. Raw food is better than cooked for my skin, no matter what it is. When I was carnivore, I think it took 8 months roughly for me to realize that cooked food was not helping my skin. I just had acne the whole time until I did nothing but raw lamb meat for 2 weeks, and then my skin cleared up. I was having a lot of gut pain from the raw lamb meat being terrible with the parasites, and that was not working, but my skin did heal. It could have just been because it was so high fat. I was eating all these like ribs, fatty ribs, and they didn't chop the fat off. It was glorious. Couldn't chew the damn stuff. It was chewy as hell, all your tendons. So raw is better than cooked. Whatever diet you're on, just if you have acne, switch to more raw of whatever it is you're eating. You freak with your squirrel meat. I don't care. If it's nuts, you eat roasted nuts. Like when I was raw vegan, high fat, I was getting a little bored of the diet. And then I was like, what if I had roasted nuts, roasted salted nuts? They were so good. couldn't even believe how good they were. But then I started getting acne. I was like, damn it, it has to be raw. So I've just noticed that raw is better. And then there's the whole sugar versus fat debate. I don't know where I even stand on it, but like I see a lot of fruitarians with amazing skin. I don't know why I can't have even one date. Things go haywire. I don't know why I'm so sensitive. I'm like a canary in a coal mine. I'm the canary that dies before we even get to the mine. It's just like, warning, guys, don't go. Like, I could die if a mosquito sneezed on me. We all know that. I don't know why, but that's the fact right now. So like, I can't have much fruit, but my skin seems to do well with super high raw grains with very low fat, or flipping that completely and going all nuts and seeds raw with lots of vegetables, but no fruit, like tiniest bit of berries. And then when I increase too much berries, I get breakouts. So that's why I'm the freak who's always said, go high fat, low carb, or the other. Last thing I will say on that carnivore diet, when I did that 2-week lamb thing, skin was good. I saw the potential of raw meat, and that's why I did the 21-day water fast to hopefully heal my gut and then go to raw meat and digest it without pain, and then I'd have perfect skin and I would be one of those raw meat freaks you see in my comment section sometime. I wanted that life, but it wasn't working. After the fast, I ended up going back to like autogenous style, but I just wasn't feeling right. And then I went back to cooked when I moved home because I had no energy. And then it wasn't until I went super high on the fat did my skin finally clear up on carnivore. It was like all lard and bacon and a tiny bit of beef. But when I replicated that not long ago, like 4 months ago, I was getting rashes and all kinds of stuff. Maybe I needed lard instead of tallow. I don't know. That's a whole rabbit hole I don't even want to go down ever again. So those are my tips to have a candle-looking face when you're 91. Do you agree? Post your tips down below. Which diet has helped your skin the most? It's going to be a various amount of differing opinions. I just eat balanced. My skin's perfect. You never had a zit. I wouldn't wish that on you. You just thumb up the video, even though you learn nothing. You could thumb it down if the diet that heals your skin is ironically eating the skin of beautiful birds. It's not something I agree with. So you're going to go up to a blue jay, think, you're cute. What if I ate your skin? He's cute because of the feathers, that they're blue. What color's his skin, you ask? Mauve, probably. It's not going to heal you. It's not like heals like. Eat liver to heal your liver. That's not how it works. You just get iron and vitamin A poisoning. You know that. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations. It's not crashing. Our world's not crashing right now. You're crazy. I feel safe. Subscribe for more, man. I'm Cynic.